So, of course, this is the Austria and Switzerland region versus Spain. We didn't get the All-Spanish final that fate predicted, but, of course, this is now the third-place playoff and a chance for another wad of US dollars, Graham.
$4,000 and a little bit of pride. I mean, I'd be happy with that.
Do you think any of these two could go all the way in Cardiff?
Definitely. I mean, Lutti, he's been there before, twice, just needed to go one step further. Ruben, I mean, he's destroyed the UK national final champion 7-0, so yeah, he can do that, definitely. They've both got it within them.
So it's an early chance here, played in towards the danger area. PK headed it wide of the target, and it's going to be a goal kick to be taken by Lutti. Slight pause in play, maybe some changes already. Still very tactical, even though it's a third-place playoff. There's still a lot at stake here, and he's just dropped a midfielder back.
Going for a 4-4-2.
Maybe has he seen something, Graham, in those first few minutes that worries him, do you think? Or do you think it's something that he wants to do going forwards?
It's quite interesting, and maybe he's trying to psych his opponent out. Let's see how Ruben reacts to this, but dropping Rakitic back to a defensive midfield, I mean, that's a bold move.
What I do like to see a lot of the time when a certain player changes their formation, goes onto their formation settings, the other player doesn't just rest on his laurels. He actually tweaks a few things here and there as well. There's never any sort of silence on that formation screen.
Yeah, you kind of have to wonder, is that absolute professionalism, as in move and counter move, or is that nerves? Is that, okay, they're doing something, what do they know that I don't know? I need to counter attack with this. So are they doing it out of necessity or out of fear, I suppose?
Sure, yeah.
You know, just treating it like a training match, passing it around at the back.
So nice turn there from PK. 8 minutes gone here. The home team, of course, is Lutti, and the away strip is Ruben as the ball gets played out towards this right-hand side. Good touch there from the defender, and calm back to the goalkeeper. And now cleared up towards the halfway line. Lovely turn there from Neymar. Pops it off to Luis Suarez. Gets the return now out towards the right-hand side. It's Lionel Messi. He's usually so dangerous in this position. Skips inside of the defender. And that would have been goal of the tournament, bar none. That was absolutely incredible from Lionel Messi.
The way he cut inside and unleashed that rasping shot to the far
Rasping.
post. Rasping. I've been saving that one all day. And
that
now
is a descriptive word. Rakitic, so good pressing early doors from Ruben. Like I said, that was, I mean, that would have been some goal, Graham.
I mean, I think for me, the goal of the tournament so far has been that long-range drive. Whoa.
There has been the first goal of the game. No, it's wide of the target. Oh, what a chance there. Goes begging for Lutti. Just a goal kick now for Ruben, but we've had a big chance apiece, Graham.
Exactly. One end straight to the other. Both very, very close, like millimetres within it.
Like I said, it's going to be a tight game with loads of goals. As the ball gets played through towards Lionel Messi. One back by Lutti, and wins it back towards the left-hand side. Good possession again this time from Lutti. That's one thing I have noticed in this tournament so far. He does like to keep the majority of possession.
It's the way he frustrates opponents into breaking their ranks. Like, they have a formation, they have a shape, they know how to play it. Lutti makes them come out of that position so that he opens himself space up to move forward, and that's what he's trying to do now, where he's passing it across the back.
So just coming up to halfway through this first half in the third place playoff, a chance for third in this wonderful tournament here in Barcelona, the first regional final. Remember, the second is in Anfield on around April time, end of April, and then of course
the final 29th-ish.
29th-ish.
Still to be decided.
So end of April is probably more accurate than 29th-ish. As the ball gets played through, and PK finds Iniesta forward towards Lionel Messi. Ball through towards Suarez, rushing the final ball, Graham, so far.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Lutti's very, very relaxed in defence. We've seen him passing the ball, holding, stopping with PK, but then just pushing it too fast when he's going forward. Rather than building up with the runners, he's almost trying to push it through. Almost like he wants to sit back and not put any men forward, which is obviously making it hard for him to score all those goals you spoke of.
It's a big chance. It's a big chance here for Lionel Messi. Usually, I mean, even in real football, he had an incredible left foot free kick the other day. Can he do it again? Hits the top of the wall, and a chance to clear it away, but it's still in the danger area. Like Luis Suarez can't get on the end of it, and the goalkeeper's had a few hairy moments in the opening half an hour, but still it is 0-0 here in this stalemate. Lovely ball through towards Luis Suarez. He's onside. It's 1-0. Ruben has the goal. He is in front. And my prediction of Lutti is looking wrong. No, it's still early. It is still early. Half an hour gone. There's still a lot of football to be played, a lot of PES to be played. And we have seen that the person who scores first doesn't often in these latter stages go on to win the game.
Exactly. They spark a change, and that's exactly what we're seeing now. Lutti's changing things up so that he can fix the mistakes. I mean, there was a clear mistake there. Rakitic was back at the centre of defence, and his centre-backs were nowhere to be seen, which is why Ruben had the chance to stroll straight through and power the ball into the roof of the net. He's made that change. Hopefully he's plugged that hole and we can carry on.
Yep, so Lionel Messi plays it over the top towards Iniesta. Chance for 1-1. Fantastic save. Chance goes begging there for Lutti. Should have been 1-1 there as the ball gets countered, and it's a chance here for Ruben, but Lionel Messi sweeps up possession and finds Sergio Busquets, his Barcelona teammate, through towards Luis Suarez. He's onside. It's another sprawling stop from the goalkeeper, but Lionel Messi does what he does best, and calm, composed finish from the edge of the area, and Lutti, and my prediction is back in the match. 1-1.
It looked like the opportunity had been lost then. Ruben seemed fortuitously to have got away with things then, but once again the ball fell to the left foot of Lionel Messi, and you know where it's going from there.
Cleared away by the goalkeeper up towards Iniesta. They can't say I favour players either, because of course Ruben was my pick to get to the final in the first place, so I have backed both of these players so far in this tournament.
Cursed both of these players so far.
As the ball gets played out towards Mascherano on this right-hand side. Neymar comes across to make the challenge, but it's a weak pass, and it's to not a play in the home strip. It finds Ruben's limeish green away kit. Again, my slight colour blindness probably, I've got that wrong as well. As Neymar plays it through towards the danger area, finds Luis Suarez, back towards Neymar, now finds Iniesta, chance to get into the area, crosses towards the back post, and there, sprawling there was Neymar, and he just couldn't quite get those blonde locks on it at the back post.
See, very defensive play there from Lutti. He's actually not choosing.
Oh, big chance, stunning header, and in the blink of an eye, he's back in front. Ruben scores another header. He's scored a few so far in the tournament, and right with the last kick of the first half, it is Lutti 1, Ruben 2. Who's going to win it, Graham?
Who did you say?
Lutti.
Well, we'll see.
3-2.
No, it was interesting to see that Lutti was actually being quite defensive. Rather than choosing the man to go and press the player with the ball, he wasn't coming out to attack Ruben. He was covering the gaps in the defence and using the square button to bring out an AI-controlled defender to put the pressure on. So that usually, I mean, that's worked for him quite often, but it didn't seem to work in there. Ruben seemed to understand exactly where he was going and find the gaps.
Do you see anything from Ruben tactically in terms of what he's doing with the formation or with the arrows and things like that in order to get those 2 goals?
He's kind of allowing the AI-controlled players to come out, and then he's more ignoring those, just avoiding those, and paying attention to where Lutti's keeping his man, just so that he can work around that. He's trying to play around Lutti, who's trying to play around him. It's like cat and mouse, one's chasing the other.
So Iniesta picks the ball up on the halfway line, through towards Suarez, but picked off by Piqué. A bit of a tongue twister there, the P's, and it's on the halfway. Pick up a Piqué, and it's a free kick on the edge of the centre circle, I think, as Lionel Messi goes down, and it will be taken by Sergio Busquets. Finds Piqué, back to Busquets, his Barcelona teammate, now forward towards Neymar. Again, twisting and turning. Good challenge from Mascherano. What does Lutti need to do in this game, Graham, to get back into it?
Score goals.
Brilliant. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. No, it's kind of hard to say. I think he's been too defensive so far. The way he's handing off a play. I mean, I can say that he's got him all the way to this point, so he clearly knows what he's doing. But when he's in possession, he needs to use the ball a lot more creatively than he's been doing so far.
Okay, so the ball is challenged there from Neymar. Great tenacity there from the Brazilian, and whipped in towards Luis Suarez at the back post. Good defending again from Lutti, but still the danger is in the area, and it's cleared, but only half cleared, and still Ruben is looking for this clinical, crucial 3rd goal here to kill this tie-off in this 3rd place playoff.
The pass movement from Ruben is just, it's so rapid that it's hard to respond to that, which is why Lutti's probably playing the more defensive game than he is, because he can't get near the men in possession, so he's looking to plug the gaps. Whenever you get Ruben in possession of the ball, rather than approaching the man. Lutti's now. Lutti's trying to plug
What's
the
he doing?
spaces. He's trying to plug the spaces rather than closing him down instantly, which is why Ruben's getting such a lot of time on the ball, time to pick out the pass.
Lovely ball with the outside of the left boot from Lionel Messi, and that is absolutely clinical from Neymar. And Lutti has level proceedings with half an hour to go, and my 3-2 prediction is on the cusp of becoming a reality here, Graham.
What a time for you to be bang on form, stepping into the final as we get.
I told you it was going to be 3-2, just to the other player. Of course. Stunning finish there from Ruben, just when you think, again, every single time we see a game, we feel we know what's going to happen, and then suddenly one of these players, they're so talented, they just do something completely out of the blue. Again there from Lutti, great save from the goalkeeper. Lionel Messi had the chance for 3-3, and every time either player goes forwards, they look so dangerous, Graham.
I mean, it's such a cliche saying end-to-end football, but literally that is this game. Lutti scores, Ruben goes and scores, and we nearly got another one back.
Well, we're nearly going to get one here as Lutti breaks through. That's a horrendous challenge, surely. The referee will bring it back, as there was no advantage. It was a really aggressive challenge, and now Neymar has the chance from just around 20-25 yards to whip this over the wall. He's got enough time to get it up and over the wall, hasn't he, Graham?
Definitely. Surprised he's not going for the curve. I'm guessing he's going to pass the ball to a man. Can't see off the screen, just trying to see who he's moving on the radar. Is he going
it is going to be Neymar. He's gone for the shot, deflected up and over the top. It will be a corner. Lutti searching for this elusive third equalising goal. He has been behind twice already, so can he, no, 3 times, so can he actually make it 3-3 and then hopefully then go on to win that for him?
I think this is where Lutti tries to influence the game. Almost indirectly, this is where he goes in, he makes his changes, but he doesn't rush with doing that. Obviously, if you're in the ascendancy, you want to keep that momentum going. Lutti's now trying to break that down, making his changes, but not being quick about it. So that's making Ruben overthink his moves. Will that force him into doing something?
Yeah, I mean, we've seen quite a few changes already from Lutti. He went with that, he changed after about 3 or 4 minutes to the defensive 2 in the midfield, and he didn't really work. He then changed it again, and he came back into the match, and he just maybe needs to tweak something again as we approach the final 20 minutes. It's in towards Suarez, out towards Rakitic on the first time volley, and that was absolutely spectacular from the midfield player. And again, we've seen a couple of efforts that really would have been goals of the tournament for sure, but they've both unfortunately not managed to nestle in the onion bag. Yes, I said onion bag. As Luis Suarez tries to find Neymar. Now back towards the goalkeeper, and it's almost a mistake there. Almost feeds in Lionel Messi and just gets out of jail there, dicing with death there.
If that had been a taller player, that would have been all Messi, but because of his height, he had to commit to using the foot, but by that point, the defender had already had the...
so perhaps if Barcelona had signed Peter Crouch in the January transfer window, it could have been different. As the ball gets played out towards this right-hand side, Mascherano back towards Iniesta. Good possession here from Ruben as he looks to tick the clock down, as Neymar finds Busquets. He needs, I feel, a 4th goal. Otherwise, we have seen time and time again in this tournament so far that 1 goal is simply not enough at this level.
Some nice overlap in space. Oh, a very early header from Luis Suarez.
That's got to be your sound clip of the day. Whoa. Sound like you're having a PG tips or something like that. That's not a plug, of course. As it's going to be a goal kick, and they're just doing a few formation changes. Again, Lutti changing. Now he's going with the 2 in attacking midfield. Is he going to switch it, make a bit more width possibly in that front 3? They're all quite close together.
The interesting thing, as we've mentioned it a few times already, is the stick or twist. Do you stick with the MSN front line? Messi has no stamina, but he's 94 rated. He's the highest rated player in the game. So do you take him off and put someone on that has the stamina to move, or do you rely on his abilities and just hope you get him in that position? It's
one of those, one of those big questions that a lot of managers have. Of course, you've got a player who can turn the game in a sixpence. Can turn the game in a blink of an eye, and of course that's why they keep them on, even though they may be tiring. That's that old dilemma which seems to be plaguing him at the moment, what to do. So Iniesta finds Jordi Alba, Neymar, and now Arda Turan. 30 minutes remaining here at the Nou Camp, still 3-2 to Ruben. The Spaniard looking to make it the 3rd place winner here.
Bag himself that extra $4,000 on what he's already earned.
Yep, as it's played through, looking for Lionel Messi. Now Jordi Alba clears up towards the halfway line. Now Suarez pops it off to Iniesta. Lovely one-touch football from Barcelona, but it's a chance to counter here. Lutti needs a chance here. With only 10 minutes remaining, he needs to start piling on the pressure in search of this equaliser. Iniesta finds Lionel Messi in towards Neymar, punch clear by the goalkeeper. Lionel Messi on the volley. A spectacular effort from the Argentinian, but it was always rising as one of Ruben's players is cautioned for an earlier obstruction.
Just a shade too much power on that ball as it came out from the keeper. I mean, the shot was there to be hit, but just too much power, held square for a little too long. That's why we didn't see it dip.
So we were talking about Lutti and whether he was going to make any changes that could possibly sway this game and equalise. He's now gone with the 4 up top. So Iniesta joins the gruesome trio of Lionel Messi, Suarez and Neymar. It's Halloween Fright Night here as the 4 go in search of this equalising goal, as the words just tumble from my mouth.
It's what now?
Halloween Fright Night here at the Nou Camp as Lutti tries to find it, the equalising goal, like I said. Is he going to do it, Graham?
Yes. I mean,
can you elaborate slightly?
No, it's a risk, especially with Messi up front, fine, but he's got no stamina. Iniesta out wide, he doesn't have the pace, so he's looking to play the long ball. But having 2 players spread out across the midfield means he has no men to win it back, so he has to count on his defence and then hope he can spray the long pass and find the guys.
That's lovely one-touch football from Ruben. That's one thing I've noticed from Ruben so far today in all of the competitions. It's one-touch football. He's so quick on the turn, and he's finally found that ball through, and it's a chance to wrap the tie up, and he's put it wide of the target. Graham, what a chance to make it 4-2.
Absolutely beautiful. The quick feet, the interchange, the drop of the shoulder, a bit of pace and power, just a little bit too much on the finish.
We were slightly critical of his last game in terms of his final ball being slightly rushed, but he timed that to perfection. It was this time the final shot that just let him down. It was wide of the target. And is there still time? Is there one last chance for Lutti? But he needs to get the ball back, please, because otherwise I'll be wrong again as the ball gets played back towards Rakitic. He wins it back. This is the chance. 4 minutes of added on time for Lutti to get this equalising goal. A cynical foul on the halfway line. Ruben knew exactly what he was doing, and we've seen that time and time again so far today. A second bookable offence. He's now down to 10 men, and can finally Lutti get that one chance as he sinks an espresso there. Can he get that last bit of energy in order to get that equalising goal?
See, I don't think Lutti needs energy. He's the coolest man ever. I don't think
he's now gone with 5, Graham. Fright Night Part 2. I do apologise. So, we have 2 minutes of time remaining, plus injury time. We are, in fact, I'm being told we are into injury time now, so we've got 4 minutes. There is surely one last chance for Lutti to bag that equaliser, but he needs a bit of quality, Graham.
Is this where we get PK? He's just put the lumbering centre-back up front. He has the height and the power.
We've seen it before.
Already, just after he left the building, actually. So, I mean, this is his time to shine. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to drop it in the 6-yard box and wait for the big guys to put it in the back of the net.
So, the tension inside the Nou Camp here, split by just the 1 goal. If we are going to get an equalising goal, it will go to a 5-minute playoff as it's whipped in towards the big man. PK falls to Arda Turan. Chance to get the shot away. Challenged there by Ruben, and the chance to counter, and that might be the chance which seals Lutti's fate as he's away. He's away from the last defender. It's Luis Suarez. He's got space in the middle. He's got Neymar and Lionel Messi for support, but he's toying with Lutti down in the corner flag. One back, surely all over. And I hate to say it, but I have got a spectacular 100% losing prediction streak. Wow.